That is absolute quality right there. So there you go, that's our sticky soy pork with our Thai dipping sauce. We've got some kale and some cucumber and obviously got a bowl of rice. This is how we eat at home. This is called Ko Mu Yang. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a sticky soy pork roast. We're going to roast it in the oven. It's a bit like a barbecue. And we're going to do a Thai dipping sauce. This is real Thai cooking like we make at home. So if you like those Asian flavors, you like pork, this is a winner. In here I have pork collar. We know it as pork collar, and if you look at it, you can see it's a scragging. Well, it's not scragging. I like this cut of meat, but it's very fatty. Has nice fat running through it. It's not lean like pork loin. Around the world, this was known as hand of pork, which is the old saying for pork collar. It's known as pork shoulder blade steaks, neck end of pork, pork neck fillet, Boston butt, or pork neck or neck steaks. It goes by many names around the world, America, UK, Australia, wherever. But basically, we know it as pork collar. Okay, it's up here on the pig. Okay, a lovely piece of meat, fantastic for barbecuing. Okay, let's crack on. So this is a fantastic flavored Asian dish, one of my favorites. It's not complicated. It's just a marinated barbecued pork and a spicy sauce. Spicy as much as you like. Now, the other thing what we will be using, because this is Asia, we use the coriander root. Okay, we always use the root and a bit of the stem. If you cannot get coriander with root on, you use the stem. Okay, save the leaves for somewhere else or just eating. So that is what we're going to use. Okay, and a couple of chilies, a little bit of garlic, some lime, fish sauce, sugar, etc. So blend it into a bit of a paste, and then we add our fish sauce and our lime juice and make it into a dipping sauce. We know it as a seafood dipping sauce because this is used very much with fish and things. Anyway, come on, let's get on and get it done. Too much talking. Come on. Okay, we have a bowl. We're going to mix up a marinade. We're going to stick the pork in, cover it, leave it for about an hour. Now this is seasoning soy sauce in Thailand. Okay, yes, you can buy it in supermarkets, available. If you don't get seasoning soy sauce, you just use soy sauce, light soy sauce. In here, a couple of tablespoons of seasoning soy sauce or soy sauce. Thai oyster sauce, couple of tablespoons of Thai oyster sauce, or just use oyster sauce if you get it anywhere else. Sugar, couple of tablespoons of sugar. This is a sticky glaze on this pork. Okay, and we want some white pepper, just a little bit of white pepper. Okay, give that a mix in, and that's our sticky marinade for our pork. Okay, that's easy. Now I'm just going to get gloves on because we're going to cut the meat, we're going to stick it in there and rub that all over the meat. Okay, that's going to be our glaze, our marinade, and that's what we're going to cook with. Right, our piece of pork collar looks like that. Now we want to be cutting this into steaks. Okay, so it's nice and straightforward. It's all going to barbecue, and we are going to slice it. So we want something to slice. You know, so we're going to come in here like this, come down here. Got this lovely big one here, but we're still going to cut that in half. Come on. So we've got these lovely bits of pork steak now, if you like, okay? They're very fatty, but that's what we need for the barbecue or grilling or whatever. It's straightforward. It's in there. Come on. And it's cover that in that goo. Get that all over there. That's our sticky soy marinade. It's a simple marinade, nothing complicated about this one at all. Okay, that's it. We just want to cover that and let it rest for about an hour. So our seafood sauce then, that's our ingredients there. And now you either want to mash it up in a mortar and pestle or you blend it, okay? It's up to you. So it's very straightforward what we got to do. We want to run a knife over that. There's no point chopping that in there like that. It's going to take forever to blend it up by a mortar and pestle. So if you run a knife over everything small, it's a lot easier when it comes round to grinding, okay? So it's just a case of, okay, in there. Now it's oven on today at about 200 degrees, okay? Start mashing. Now, don't bang the heck out of it as that's going in your eye, okay? And what you do, oh, we're losing some garlic there. What you do, and you don't pound like heck, you pound and twist. So it's nice and steady. And what happens is it squashes and grinds. This is one of the sauces that you do not have to pound fine. You can put more green chilli in if you want. That's entirely up to you. I've gone for red today for a bit of colour to go with the pork. A little bit of lime. Well, a couple of tablespoons of lime juice in there. And a couple of tablespoons of fish sauce. Then we give it a taste, okay? So I'm going to use one of these just because it's easier. Let's have a look at that. Oh, nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough, come on. And you want about the same fish sauce. In there, a little bit of sugar. I'm using white sugar, so everybody can do this. Okay, white sugar. If not, you're using palm sugar, coconut sugar, but a lot of people don't have that. That is a very quick sauce there. Now what you've got to do is give that a taste. Adjust for seasoning, whether you want it more salty, more lime, more fish sauce. Now it should be salty, sour, spicy and a little sweet. Yep, it'll do. Now if you don't want it as strong as that, you can add just a little bit of water. Now don't go crazy with the water, it's a dipping sauce. You want to be able to dip and it stick to the pork, okay? There you go. Okay, when you've had about an hour, you've got your oven on 200 degrees. We are cooking this. Now, you can put a rack in here and let it cook and drip down into the bottom. That's up to you. Or you can put it straight in a tray. So we're going straight in a tray because this is just going to be oven cooked. Nice and steady like that. And there is just a little dribble of that marinade in there, on there. That is it. We don't have to do any more to it than that. It's so easy. So that is going in the oven about 25 minutes. And what we're going to do is just turn it over halfway. Now what we serve with here, what we serve with here is kale. Kale like this, the kale stems, now what you do is you take that leaf off. You can use it for something else, you don't need that. These little leaves you can leave on, not a problem. So just take that off there, leave that on for show. Now what you do is you take a peeler, or if you're skilled enough you can take a knife. But what you do is just take off a little bit of that outside stem. So you can use any of this for stock or anything you like. Entirely up to you. And then what you do is just trim that. And then you are just running your knife through like that, and you have these bits of kale that you eat. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. So all we do is take that off. Now what you do is serve it on ice or cold. Now if you go to a restaurant, it would come on a little bed of ice. You'd have a plate with crushed ice in there and all this in there. So there you go. We've got this lovely kale there prepped, ready to go. Now what you can do is stick that in the fridge. This is really nice cold. It all complements each other, This cold, fabulous. So that's going in the fridge. I'm just going to turn this pork over. You want it to cook all the way through, and there's a lot of heat on the bottom of the tray. So just turn it over. Now if you have a thermometer and you really want to check, you are checking to see that this is at about 65 degrees. 65 degrees, when you take it out, you let it rest, then cut it, you've got juicy pork. So when you've had your time on there, out it comes. There you go. The idea is soft, succulent, oven cooked pork. There you are. Right, if we just leave it about 2 minutes and then we slice it. Now you can slice it thin, thick, it doesn't matter. Look how tender this is. Come on. That is super, super tender right there. Oof, that's warm. As easy as that. Look at this stuff. Look how moist this is. Look. That is beautiful, beautiful pork. Some cucumber. Take a little bit of that juice out of there. That is absolute quality right there. So there you go, that's our sticky soy pork with our Thai dipping sauce. We've got some kale and some cucumber and obviously got a bowl of rice. This is how we eat at home. This is called ko mu yang. So what you're going to do, you are just going to take some of that really soft, tender, juicy pork. You're going to dip it. You're going to eat it. And some rice. Amazing. And then you've got these kale stems that you've had in the fridge and are cold. And they're so soft. Perfect. Perfect. Take some of your dipping sauce, you can put it on your rice, you can do whatever you want. Select which bit of pork that you want. Look how juicy that is, come on. In there. That is amazing. Bit of cucumber. What you've got going on, you've got this fabulous, fabulous tender pork with that marinade flavour on there. You've got a little bit of spicy going on with the dipping sauce, the sweet, sour, spicy Thai sauce. Cucumber is cold. The kale stems are cold. So basically what you've got going on is some really tender meat, a little bit of sweet, sour, fiery chili sauce, then the cooling effect of the cucumber and the kale. Perfect combination. There you go, that's our sticky soy pork and our Thai dipping sauce, ko mu yang made. Real Thai food made at home. Real Thai food. This is how we make it at home. Fantastic barbecued. I love this barbecued. It's smoky flavour. The soy glaze sticks on there. It's smoky. It's absolutely banging. But you know, in the oven for all the people who can't barbecue, not a problem. There you go. An easy, real Thai dish. Anybody can make. Share with your friends, tell them how easy it is to make this, and if you do like what we're doing, boom, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, catch you in the next video. Amazing.